Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have a little bit of an intriguing one going on over here where we saw a lot of rumors on this before. Xbox has a lot of grandioso plans in the future to go bring other games to different platforms. We kind of know this. It's been confirmed as of right this second because PlayStation obviously has been selling some of the games like Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush, etc. But as of right this second, we're seeing even more bigger leaks coming out again. Now, if you guys kind of missed this, not too long ago, we saw that there was a huge plethora of leaks, and then it kind of got fine-tuned down to those few individualized games like Sea of Thieves, all those random like small games we've been playing like Grounded, etc. But there also was a lot of leaks coming out too that games like Starfield, games like Halo and all that were most likely coming to other outside platforms. But right now, we actually have more of a proper, legitimate leak when it comes to the details on what might be coming to PlayStation as a whole, what might be coming out to other different platforms as a whole, and overall the future of Xbox as a whole. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, we have the Twitter and Twitch written down below if you guys want to follow, and I think this is kind of some fun news to go cover as well. So as I mentioned, we saw and made videos on this too as well. So we made videos a few months back on the initial leaks and the initial games coming, then it was officially confirmed. But at the same time, a lot of the big executives kind of reeled stuff back, saying if these games are going well, such as Sea of Thieves and Grounded and all that, then we can maybe consider bringing more games. But throughout that kind of like big smorgasbord of leaks, Starfield, Halo even was planning on coming to other different various platforms. But right now we're seeing even bigger, brand new news over here that we are now seeing the just basically new stuff coming. So at this point now we're seeing leaks and rumors everywhere. More Xbox games on PlayStation 5 this holiday season, according to Nate Drake. We also have other various comments over here too as well. Basically, just everyone talking about this, saying that there's going to be games coming over here, they're going to be moving stuff over here, that they had put a lot of money into the Xbox, basically like push for Activision and Bethesda, and they want to go and make money off these deals. Game Pass is kind of slogging, so how else to make money? You bring it to PC, you bring it to PlayStation, you bring it to the Switch, if it's applicable, like it can actually be ran, and right as of right this second, things are kind of big. And there's another thing to kind of note. There's like a lot of stuff to bring into this, but I'm going to go highlight this one post over here from Seidel, discussing kind of on what Satya Nadella, basically the Xbox executive, wants to push, saying the single biggest digital life category, measuring both time and money spent in a mobile-first world, is gaming. Basically saying gaming is huge. Like, don't worry about AI at this point, gaming. We are fortunate to have Xbox in our family to go after this opportunity with unique and bold innovation. Discussing that they want to go push Xbox long term, they want to make money on Xbox long term, and it's kind of been the idea when it comes to Activision acquisition. They're saying that was in July 2014, roughly 4 months after he appointed Phil to the Xbox of March 2014, placing Xbox under Windows with a crystal clear message that the console model the team had been operating up at point was basically no longer the aim of the brand. Basically saying we don't want to care about consoles, which has made a lot of sense, which is why our next big steps are saying and showing that other games should be coming to other platforms. It was kind of the long-term plan as a whole. They want Xbox to exist, they want people to enjoy the console, but if they want to spend money, aka on Activision or Bethesda, they want to make that money back. Or think things like Halo. Halo's a cool game, but they don't have the player base. How do you get the players? You port that over to PlayStation. So now I kind of go and see over here too as well, where they say just looking at basically Activision Blizzard, Satya and Amy Hood signed off on the bid in late 2021, early 2022, and Phil testified, with no console growth built into the model. They said they want it for their mobile store. Basically think Call of Duty mobile, but as well having a chance to port those games over, Call of Duty, etc., on Switch, on Steam, on PlayStation, etc. And even as the most last summer during the FTC trial, Satya said he wanted to put Xbox everywhere like he did with Office. So once again, where do you put Xbox everywhere? On other platforms. And this is kind of leading up to what we're going to talk about over here for Halo and other games coming. So Xbox as a service, which is Game Pass, which is making and publishing games and then selling them, Call of Duty, etc., Starfield, etc., is kind of what they're kind of pushing for at the end of the day. And that's kind of like, I think, the end goal, like their vision they had from 10 years ago. And this is where things keep on getting intriguing, because I could keep on saying we have a lot of different types of articles and comments and everything else saying that they want to bring these games over here. And this is where things get intriguing, saying the plan to move Xbox games to other platforms officially has a proper codename. Like I mentioned before, they had the confirmed leaks already, like they had like the Sea of Thieves, Grounded. That was all confirmed. They already wanted to do that. That was on the way. And then they pulled everything back. But right now, it seems like they never actually pulled anything back, but they're just kind of observing. And we kind of knew this too as well. They wanted to see the initial reception of Sea of Thieves. And so far, Sea of Thieves had a phenomenal reception on PlayStation. All these Xbox games are some of the best-selling games on PlayStation. So it was kind of like, hey, we can make some good money here. We can make some good stuff here. And that's kind of what they're noting. So right now, the plan to move Xbox games to other platforms is officially codenamed Latitude, which would make sense. They're trying to go and, like, push the games out, expand out the games. Internally, and I know there's debate and unease at Microsoft about whether or not this is a good idea. I think it's a good idea. I think us having more games on different platforms and getting rid of this exclusivity and this console war fight, I think is a good thing. Let me know what you think down below. So more upcoming Microsoft-owned games slated for the PlayStation are already in development. So this is ongoing, which once again, this probably was already ongoing for quite some time, quite a few months, and they were like, hey, we'll tease it. Like let's say Sea of Thieves flopped horribly and no one cared. They may say, let's pull the plug, let's not deal with it. But it did well, so then keep on going. Like these are multi-trillion-dollar businesses, at least in Microsoft's case, the biggest company on the planet. There is no way they're not making these games just randomly. They're well saying, while it's true Microsoft is a prolific publisher on PlayStation already, which they have done things such as Fallout 76, Minecraft. It's already there. It's already on the console itself. It's typically been revolved around specific franchises like Minecraft. From what I've heard, Microsoft is pushing for a no red line for what games could come to PlayStation. And it all revolves around Satya Nadella and the CFO Amy Hood's plans to increase every department's margins. And once again, like we're seeing these leaks, these comments on all these different types of various platforms over here, discussing on are these games coming, discussing on if it's worth it, discussing if these people are enjoying this too. And they're saying even Jez shared earlier this year that no developer was actively working on a port. Doesn't mean it won't happen. If I had to guess, I'd wager a Starfield Complete Edition comes to PS5 by late 2025. Some people are rumoring for this holiday season to kind of coast on these lack of big holiday releases on both ends. PlayStation would do very well. They'll have something fun and exciting, a Bethesda game to be released, or other various Xbox games like Halo to at least kind of, rock that out. And they also have this on the reverse side. If Xbox doesn't have a big major game coming out throughout the rest of this year, and they have a few but nothing big, they can then still make profit, make good margins, and kind of expand out the Xbox brand regardless with this brand new codename version. So it seems like they are saying Starfield will be coming to PlayStation. It seems likely. They're wagering, they're assuming, we're seeing internal documentation pretty much confirming it. But same thing too as well with Halo. Halo has been rumored quite a bit to be either on the tail end or having a major update in the works in the low key. We've had rumors about that. And Halo Infinite coming to PlayStation, and especially if they had the same treatment that Sea of Thieves had, a huge brand new update, new battle pass, new basically servers, brand new players, and having a lot of people having that fresh first impression, which Halo Infinite had an okay first impression. I still liked it. I'd play it again if there was a reason to, but right now the game's in kind of slogging. I haven't seen layoffs and everything else. But if they could go bring Halo Infinite to PlayStation, I'd play it. If they could go bring Starfield to PlayStation, probably want to play it because I already played the game, but at the end of the day, I think it's still good. And this is why things are getting nutty, because once again with Activision and all this, and them kind of realizing the Xbox console's not doing the best, what do you kind of do to make things better? You sell the same games that you already made, already spent the development hours on, the time on different platforms, aka PlayStation, and you make your money back. You make them big holiday releases. You kind of go hand in hand. You release the Xbox game maybe like a year in advance, 6 months in advance, and you get to go and sell it later on the Switch, on PC, on Steam, whatever. And it makes everything a lot easier. And this is kind of nice because it just opens up more doorways and pathways for gamers. And it's cool to kind of see that this seems like it's confirmed. Like, leaks are not always 100% confirmed, but it's fun to go and see that this has been planned, it's actually been paid for, there's developers already on it, and it seems like Xbox in the long term is kind of okay with bringing almost all of their games out there. Now, I do think games such as like Fable, Hellblade, the Indiana Jones games, all these games will most likely be coming over to PlayStation at some point. I don't see why they wouldn't. And I do think that the sooner the better, or as well, if there's ever some way to have a simultaneous launch, it might be in the best benefit for every gamer. Good for Xbox, they don't have to worry about selling consoles. They just sell hardware, software, whatever they want to go do. They'll work it out, sell a Game Pass. PlayStation gets even more games than they are the big leader, and they're making money. Every single sale on PlayStation, Xbox makes money. Like, it makes sense at the end of the day. So I want to hear your thoughts, because these leaks seem kind of bigger and at least more concrete than what they were before. Before was rumors, and now this seems pretty likely it's going to probably happen. Although we don't know the specifics, it's intriguing to see. With a Twitter and Twitch down below. I appreciate you guys all very much for watching. And just, thank you guys for everything. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.